Hello, Nari McDiarmid for miningnews.net, and I'd like to welcome David Hutton, Managing Director of Rimfire Pacific Mining, which is entering what you've described as a pivotal year, David. But firstly, how do you describe the company to a potential investor?
Yes, good to talk to you, Nari. Rimfire Pacific Mining, or Rimfire, we're a unique company. We're an ASX-listed junior explorer. We're focused wholly on the critical mineral search, and we're focused on two richly endowed areas of New South Wales. Our commodity mix is fairly unique amongst the junior sector. Our primary focus is on discovering economic scandium deposits, backed up by cobalt and also platinum group elements as well. We're a long established company. We've been operating in the central portions of New South Wales for about 20 odd years. So we've got very good local operating experience.
Well, David, can we take a closer look at your Scandium projects? What are the highlights there?
Yeah, Nari. So the scandium, just by way of background, scandium is a fascinating and a strategically critical mineral. Scandium is used in the manufacturing of high-tech alloys, and also it's used in solid oxide fuel cells for the generation of hydrogen. One of the really key things, and this leads back to your question, one of the key things about scandium, incredibly high value material. Um, the Western world, the US, Australia, and the like, have been entirely dependent on Russia and China for its supply over many, many years. But now, with rising geopolitical risk, these countries and these Western industries are looking to favourable jurisdictions for scandium. And that brings Rimfire into play. Because when you look for scandium, there's very few locations in the world where it occurs in potentially economic concentrations. But one of those critical areas, the epicenter of scandium in Australia, is in New South Wales. In particular, it's central New South Wales in the Parkes district. And that's where Rimfire is located. So we have a very large land holding dedicated to exploring for scandium in what we call and what everyone calls the epicenter for scandium in Australia. And some of the highlights of our projects with this excellent location, and just to note, we're surrounded by major companies. So we have multiple scandium occurrences. We are rapidly progressing through the chain of exploration, delineation. We're about to move into resource drilling on one of our prospects. We are currently undergoing a lot of preliminary metallurgical work to understand how we can extract the scandium from the host rocks. And so we have multiple scandium occurrences. So we are confident we're going to be developing a pipeline of targets and opportunities. We're looking to really understand the metallurgy. We're looking to bring things into the resource phase very quickly. But when you look at some of the physical attributes of our scandium opportunities, we have the advantage of high grade, and all of the scandium we've found so far, it's at the surface. So we're talking free dig as well. So we see the opportunity to have very large accumulations of high-grade scandium at the surface, so it's cheap to extract. And we are pursuing metallurgical solutions at the moment that we hope will be cost-effective compared to some of the other traditional methods out there. So, as I say, I think given that we're operating in the epicenter for scandium in New South Wales, we're a junior surrounded by majors, and we're the only ASX-listed junior operating in that scandium space. That puts us in a very unique category. And, we very much, believe in what we're doing and with our scandium projects.
Well, you mentioned the drilling and metallurgical plans, but you've also got other commodities in your portfolio, as you mentioned earlier, David. What's your focus for 2024?
Yeah, so you're right. We're focused on the scandium, but we have a really significant cobalt sulfide project just west of Broken Hill. We see the cobalt as being, and cobalt is, going through some tough times at the moment. We see cobalt, that project, as being a counter-cyclic, once again, high-grade project. We will continue to advance the cobalt. We're planning on some more diamond drilling during 2024. But the immediate focus for us is trying to get the scandium prospects to resource status, first of all, being able to demonstrate a metallurgical solution for the extraction of scandium, and also quickly build a pipeline. So it's not just about having one scandium deposit, it's about having a whole series of scandium deposits So right now, and you touched upon it, we're drilling, we're doing metallurgical work, and we're doing a lot of work with going back and scanning and reviewing historical samples to generate a very strong pipeline of new scandium opportunities for the company. And that's our primary focus for 2024.
Well, in terms of who's driving this progress, David, what would you like investors to understand about Rimfire's leadership team?
One of the things that characterises Rimfire, and it's perhaps one of the things I'm most proud of, is that for a small company, we've got an amazing technical team. We have been lucky to assemble a team, and it's just fairly unique once again, of dare I say, mature, seasoned explorers, exploration geologists that have been involved with all of the recent significant discoveries in the New South Wales Lachlan Origin. So two of my senior geologists have been intimately involved in the discovery of deposits such as North Parks, the Cal deposit, the Cadia deposit, as well as our exploration manager, who's also worked on a number of exciting projects, both for academia with CSIRO and across industry throughout Australia and overseas. So first and foremost, we have an incredibly strong technical team. And because we've been operating in that area for 20 odd years, we've established very good stakeholder relationships. So we're able to work successfully with the landowners to achieve outcomes. That's the technical team. Myself, I've got a very strong geological and corporate background over 30 plus years, and I'm supported by a board of like-minded individuals, similarly experienced both across the technical fields and the commercial fields as well. So I think, as I say, that's one of the key attributes of Rimfire, the skill sets and the people that we have on the ground and around the board table.
Well, in terms of key attributes, David, what's the final message you'd like to leave with potential investors listening?
I think it's very simple. We are a unique ASX listed junior company with a focus on scandium, which is an incredibly high value, strategically important mineral that with geopolitical tensions and risks around the world, people that want to use this commodity for all of its wonderful things that it can do will increasingly look to areas like the Parks District of New South Wales, where we have a commanding land position. So it's about the commodity mix, it's about the technical people, and it's about the support of our shareholders, our joint venture partners, and having the skills to execute. It's as simple as that.
Well, thanks, David. It's great to speak with you today.
No, you're very welcome. I look forward to catching up soon.